everybody, and welcome back once again. Here we are for another edition of Inside the Headset, Week 9, Game 9. I'm with the head coach of the Siegel Stars. Coach, been a little while since I've seen you.
Good to see you, Stark. I ain't seen you in a while, buddy.
I did see you the night at Beach.
Yeah.
And then the following week, you played Smyrna.
Right.
And that was a really good game for you.
It's a very physical football game.
You got
for
tested.
Yeah.
You got tested right there.
Yeah.
And then last week, you played Stewart's Creek. But more so than now, Coach, you're working towards more so, I'd say, you want to finish 8-2.
We'd love to finish 8-2, get ourselves the highest seed we can get in the playoffs, and finish on a good note. And our main goal is still intact. Getting in the playoffs, we've probably reached that goal with last week's win. So our big thing is we're playing for gold balls. We're trying to get the state championship. We're trying to win it, and so our goal's still intact there. Even though we're probably, we're not going to finish first or second in the district. That's going to be played for on Thursday night, of course. But we're excited where we're going to be, where we're at, and right now we're working on Siegel High School and trying to be the best football program we can be right now.
Progression-wise, when you look from the Beach game and then you take Smyrna and then you go through Stewart's Creek, how are you progressing? Like when you look at the window of that amount of time span, what are some things you can say, boy, from Beach to here, we did this a lot better? I mean,
we're running the football a little bit better. We feel like we're running the football a little bit better. We've rushed for over 300 yards the last 3 ball games, and that's something that hadn't been done around here ever. And so we feel pretty confident as far as that's concerned. We want to keep that up. Stewart's Creek, we should have beat Stewart's Creek.
Right, on paper. That's
no offense to Coach Martin and them. They know that. They're playing with a lot of freshmen and kids, and he's doing a good job, and that's going to be a good football program here before too long. But, we went out, and I thought we executed pretty well. The biggest thing was we got to play some young guys. We got to play a young quarterback. We got to play a young running back and some young wide receivers with our first offensive line, so they could kind of get a feel for the ball game instead of just getting mop-up duty, and that was important, last week. And I think, those young kids, we've got some young kids that are beginning to step up. Greedy House has done a very good job for us the last 2 weeks. Tay Sneed has stepped up, and he's gotten to where we can trust him to get on the field a little bit and do what's right. We've got some linemen that are beginning to step up on both sides of the ball. So Jordan Middleton played well the other night in some heated moments, and threw a nice touchdown pass and ran the ball real well one time. So we're starting to see some things out of our young skill guys that we're excited to see.
Friday night, your partner in crime, she'll be doing her job and you'll be doing your job, and that's kind of but it's work. It's a job.
It's a job, and we talk about it all the time, and we razz each other every now and then. We've both been on both sides of it, so. But we don't take it home with us. It's got nothing to do with what happens.
No. It's for the kids. She's doing her job for kids.
Exactly, and we pull for each other. When we're not playing each other, we pull for each other. So
there you go. Friday night, going over there to Riverdale, and if anybody hadn't figured, of course, we'll do the Thursday night game. But I'm gonna pick you up. I'm going over to watch you and Ron both.
Okay.
I did talk to him a little bit earlier, and he said it would be a tall task for him to challenge you up, but you're not looking at it that way, and you're not going in easy.
No, I mean, they're still Riverdale. I don't care what anybody says. They still got some pretty good players. That freshman quarterback's a good little player. We got to be able to contain him a little bit. And, if we go over there and slop around, turn the ball over, and make a bunch of mental mistakes, they can make it close and beat us.
You'll be 7-3,
we don't want to do that. I think our toughest task the next 2 ball games is staying focused on the task at hand, and trying to be perfect in everything, every snap that we take. We're trying to do that, and it's hard to do that with 16, 17-year-old kids sometimes. So that's one of the things we've been preaching around here the last couple of weeks, and that's what we're going to continue to preach this next week and a half before the playoffs start. Is we're trying to get as perfect as we can before we get rolling in there.
Any messages to the fans, Siegel Stars?
I just come out and support us over there. I mean, these kids have worked their tail off all year long, and I'd like to see the Seagull Nation get on board and get behind these kids and show up in masses.
Well, I tell you what, a while ago, if they'd have been here, it's a lot of fun as practice ends here at Dark. I mean, these kids are having a lot of fun, and it's great to be a Seagull Star as always.
Right.
All right, Friday night over at the reservation, 7 o'clock, and they will have the lights on, and we'll see you there.